To this story now, South Africans are celebrating a big drop in the fuel prices this week, but spare a thought for our neighbours in Zimbabwe. There are reports that pumps are running dry. Let's go live to our correspondent Pindai Dube, who is in Harare, and he joins us via Skype. Mr. Dube, thank you very much for your time. So talk to us about this situation in Zimbabwe. Are fuel pumps really running dry?
Yes, thank you, Coley. What I can tell you, Cole, is that the situation is critical. There is no fuel. Long queues are visible at most fuel service stations. But the government claims that fuel is available. The Minister of Energy, Joram Gumbo, was quoted in today's State on the Herald saying that people are the ones who are hoarding fuel. Like they are in panic mood, but there is now enough fuel. But for the past week, there has been critical shortages, long queues. People are grounded, are failing to go to work, and also the public transport, commuter omnibus, have increased their fares because they are claiming that they are buying fuel from the black market. Like, for example, to dormitory towns like Tungwiza, Rua, which used to charge about 50 US cents, are now charging about $50 US dollars, which is equivalent to 3 bond for a single trip. So what I can tell you is that the fuel situation in Harare is critical.
Is this also, though, Pindai, exacerbated by people panic buying? Are people stocking up this fuel? Is that also perhaps a situation? Is that also the problem here?
That's what the government, through the energy minister, Joram Gumbo, are claiming. But what I've witnessed, Cole, is that on the ground, I've gone around some fuel stations in Harare since yesterday, actually looking for fuel. There is no fuel at garages. Most garages have shut down. There are few garages which have received fuel, and there are long queues. So when they are saying people are hoarding, I don't understand.
Let's turn our attention to the doctors' strike, Pindai. When did this start, and what exactly precipitated this particular strike?
Yes, Coley, the doctors' strike started on Saturday. I spoke to one Zimbabwe hospital doctor's secretary general, Mtavis Bebe, this morning. He said they are continuing with the strike. They are not happy with the cost of living is too high, and they want to be paid in US dollars, and that the bond note is now valueless, and what they are demanding is also to be that the hospital conditions to be improved. There is no medicine, and they don't have equipment to use during working hours.
And how is the government responding to the strike, Pindai? Because surely this has got to be a reflection on the current government, the current administration of Emmerson Mnangagwa.
Yes, the government hasn't responded yesterday yet, because actually the strike started on Saturday during the weekend. So we expect the health minister to respond today. But when I spoke to some doctors who refused to be named, they said they will continue to be on strike because he described, the guy I spoke to, he described the situation is also critical in hospitals, and it's now too expensive for them to travel to and from work, and they also don't have fuel.
All right, let's leave it there for the moment. That's Pindai Dube, our correspondent, speaking to us via Skype from the city of Harare in Zimbabwe.